Classic Throwback TV.
Well, let's welcome Foxy Brown to the studio.
Hi.
Very nice to have you here.
I'm here. I've arrived.
Yes.
Everyone.
You know, I have to say, I was teetering on the edge. I said, I wonder if she's going to show up or not. You know?
Stuck in traffic. We're here.
Yeah, turn this down just a little bit because we have to hear every word Foxy says.
I can't believe I don't have headphones.
We're going to get you some headphones.
Right.
See, the thing is that we just started last Monday. You know what I'm saying? And so there are a couple of things that we need going on here for the show. You're going to freestyle? Because that's the only reason why.
But of course, how can you be an artist and not freestyle?
Meow. You are so right, though, Foxy, and thank you for that. So listen, the CD is called Broken Silence. Let's see how you did. I got the new readings for this week. I just want to catch everybody up to what's going on. Okay, Foxy. Last week you were number 95 on the charts. This week, Broken Silence is still on the charts, but you're at 117. You're on Def Jam Records, and this week you sold 11,162 new CDs. Last week it was 12,693 new CDs. And overall, according to this very official thing from a record slime who I happen to like, you've sold overall 419,214 CDs.
Thank you, everyone, for making the album gold in 2 months. Thank you. With no promotion. Thank you.
Okay.
That's straight.
This is just straight. Oh, that's not counting the mom and pop stores. Okay, so you're platinum. I mean, you're gold.
And basically underground because we really had no promotion. So.
Let's talk about that.
Sure.
What, all right, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the promotion of your CD?
Lukewarm.
Okay.
But I think it served its purpose. Like, I think the whole everybody understanding now that was kind of the whole point of doing the album again. Because I told you, like, when we spoke
in Philly,
right, that I was at a point where I didn't want to work again.
Right, where you didn't want to work again.
Right. So I'm back, and I think people respect the realness, and I think they understand now that I was really 16 in the game, not 25 saying I was 16. I was really 16.
Shut your mouth.
And no,
by the way, I'm 25 too.
Really?
I said that on the radio. And next week I'll be 22. But there's nothing wrong with a girl having a showbiz age. Everybody wasn't fortunate enough.
But it is something wrong when everybody puts their age back like 5-10 years and it's visible. Like that's.
But some of us didn't get on. Like I know when I started in New York years ago, I think I was like 21, just out of college. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's a big difference when you are actually 16 when you first get started. I mean, you are very. How old are you now?
I'm 22.
Would you like a drink? It's courtesy of the shadow.
Now, but no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. You don't need any truth serum, right?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, good. You have some water.
Yeah, I'm cool.
So, all right, let's go back to talking about the promotion, because what do you think the difference is in the promotion of Broken Silence compared to China Doll? No, wait, Il Nana was the first one.
Il Nana was the first. Okay. Il Nana got the most, like, that was the epitome, I think, of promotion. This album, we basically did it ourselves. I mean, I can't say Def Jam didn't do anything, but they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Did you buy your billboard on the other side of the Manhattan Bridge?
No, but we paid for half.
Isn't that
We paid half because we were up there for 4.5 months. They didn't say that.
Okay.
So we had the whole billboard locked for 4.5 months, and we'll have it until 2002.
So did you ask your record company, look, you all, this is... by the way, Foxy, it's a very private area shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the CD,
but
the Christian Dior.
But it's still done tastefully, I may say. Because even though it's, the name kind of comes
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you ask your record company, look, you guys, I'm the princess of the label. Will you please, pay for this?
No, that's not what... Actually, when you change the artwork, there was a fee in that.
Oh.
And I had to come up with that because I decided to change the artwork from Broken Silence CD to the next single, which is Candy.
And you'll get that back on your taxes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And so how much did that cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
$10,000. The billboard is $20,000 a month.
Oh, interesting.
So it cost me 10.
So it'll be up there for quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you. So what's going on over there at Def Jam? I mean, you get good promotion on, like, BET and all like that. I see your video a lot. But as far as, I guess, advertisement and things like that. Oh, I have things going on in my ears. I'm not sure whether that's on the radio or not, Foxy. I'm sorry. I'm only working out of one ear. I'm being a little distracted here. You've had a struggle in the past, for instance, with Violator, and struggles with being with your people at Def Jam. What's your relationship like with Chris Lighty now?
We have been on... Well, actually, I was never on Violator.
Okay.
I think I explained that to you before.
Right.
Violator is... What was it exactly? Like a subsidiary of... It was a joint venture between Violator Records and Def Jam Records. And when I realized that Violator Records, the imprint was on every one of my albums, I decided to speak up on it.
Oh.
That's when, you know, I decided to go on Def Jam directly.
Little girl spoke up.
Yeah.
Little girls aren't supposed to speak up.
Actually, I didn't have that much leverage then, but...
Yeah, you have leverage now.
A little more.
Where's Spraga, by the way, the love of your life? Have you broken up already?
Fine.
No. You know how Hollywood relationships are.
This isn't a Hollywood relationship.
Okay.
Sorry.
But we're both famous, so that does make it, you know, Hollywood.
Fine.
All right. Good. I interviewed with Corrupt, by the way, and he told me yet another heartbreaking thing, which I like Corrupt. But after I talked to you first, and I was still trying to figure out what it was about Corrupt that women liked. And no, I told him that too. I'm not telling anything new. About 2 weeks later, Foxy, Corrupt came in the studio with all of his personality, and I said, I know what it is. No disrespect of Spraga, but minute, because you guys were in love, and I felt that in reading the different articles that both of you did. And now he's involved with Tina Reid from Black, and she's about to have, his sixth child, I believe. His sixth child.
I don't know. That's not my concern, Wendy.
Being such a young girl, though, and then getting involved with a man, just in general, and knowing that there's a possibility that you might be stepmommy or something like that, how does that make you feel?
Well, when you get in a relationship, you fall in love, and... whatever course it takes is, that was just my life. So.
Wow, you were prepared because you would have had all the stepkids. Pull it on your weave, right? I'm not, Foxy. You aren't offended by me just saying that, are you?
No,
okay, good. Okay,
you have
good.
one also.
Absolutely. It's the only way to fly. So anyway, did Shine write "Oh Yeah" for you free? I heard that.
Shine write "Oh Yeah." Hell no.
Okay.
Foxy wrote "Oh Yeah."
Interesting.
100%.
Because not only did I hear that Shine secretly wrote "Oh Yeah," but that he did it free. To get back at Kim. Why was Kim... I know, that sounded a little ludicrous to me, but since I have you on the radio...
I'm glad, and I'm sure you're a pretty sensible person. So
yeah.
I'm sure you can decipher from what's kind of ludicrous.
Little Kim was up here the other day, and she... said a few things about you, which I'm sure that you heard about, in your cipher and everything. And the listeners were really, and I mean really, hoping that... I teased on the radio the other day when I found out that Kim was coming up. I said, you know what? It would be a good idea if I could get Foxy to come up. And
I want to definitely clarify that, because I think a caller called up and said, Foxy just wants to come up with... I don't play that game. Gavin told me that you were looking out for us, and I was going to Miami Carnival. And I decided to put it off for a day and come up.
Yeah. Well, I got a telephone call, I was going to say, from your camp, and they said, well, Foxy's not coming up while Kim's up and everything like that. I immediately, put the halt to it.
No, we definitely, we don't fall victim to that. We don't have a problem. We'll get on any stage, any record, and destroy Kim.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
So you're more skillful than her is what you're saying. And
I mean, let the fans be the judge, but I'm not going to get up here. I'm not going to badmouth Kim.
Yeah.
I'm unconcerned.
Did your friends tell you that she badmouthed you the other day?
Well, they just said she did the normal Kim thing. Like,
well, she said that you were. She said that you were immature.
But that's normal. When you need a platform to, you have to.
So, she got the nose job, by the way. It looks pretty good in person.
Oh.
Yeah, good. She's not saying one word. Look, she's not falling for my crap. But let me just say this to you. All right, so if you're at a party and you see little Kim, let me just skip that question.
I don't really party. I'm not in.
Is there ever a chance for you and Kim to be Thelma and Louise?
Wendy, I've tried.
Okay.
I've tried.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have actually, Russell Simmons, myself, Kevin Lyles, we've all tried. We didn't she mention something about extending an olive branch?
Yes,
and I was thinking, and I was like, does she even know what an olive branch is? When you extend an olive branch, it wasn't an attempt to be friends. It was just, after what happened in front of the radio station, I was like, this is ridiculous. We lost Biggie, we lost Pac. If that's not a sign, then, and you would think that she being so close to Biggie would be the first one to say, okay, let's stop this. And they denied. Yeah. They pulled out.
She said that you said when you were in the hospital that she was the first, person to call you. Okay, so that didn't happen. All right,
This was a hilarious interview from what I understand.
It was very entertaining. She was here for about 2 hours. But
really?
let's get off that, because it's clear, listeners, everybody in the audience, it's clear that they're not going to get together, and I'm not going to incite this.
Right, but it's also clear that
It's also clear. That's what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
I reached out, I'm at Def Jam now. I'm an A&R at Def Jam.
The little brother is always trying to get the shine. Do you ever notice that?
Right.
Here he is.
Right.
And he deserves it.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I also say that everyone around me, these two, Gavin and Anton, are really Marshands. They're my brothers, so they are here. no matter what. Not because I'm a meal ticket to them. So let's keep that very clear.
Boom, boom, boom.
Let's keep that clear.
What was that from Season Banger?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Winnie, I reached out. I said, yo, let's do it. Let's get some money out of this. You know what I'm saying? All that beefing, let's get some money out of this.
Right.
Foxy Brown versus Lil Kim, Paramount Theater. Let's get some money.
Let's
do it.
Wow, you want a rhyme battle like that?
I don't even do that, Wendy. But I'm like, okay, this is hip hop. Let's do it. Like
some money, man.
So we are extending an invitation.
D-Rock, holla at your boy.
For
a battle.
To battle.
Mike battle.
Let's battle for this. This is what Big and Jay. This is Nas. This is hip hop. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
We don't want to talk.
Ooh.
Right. Let's battle.
And I'll host and moderate and agitate.
No guns, nothing. Let's battle.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
We're not trying to war with anybody. Like we're like, yo, okay.
Skill versus skill.
Right. And Wendy, if you've ever noticed any Foxy interviews, I've never badmouthed Kim from back in 1996 when she stole my mics in Philadelphia. Like I've never badmouthed.
Yeah, right.
You remember that? Like,
I did that on the down low.
And I didn't do it at your last interview, and I wouldn't do it now, and I won't do it.
Yeah,
because it's not important to me.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I want to move on to other things because you know what?
We have so much to talk about.
Yes, we do. And despite everything, I like you and I like Kim, and I don't like one any more than the other. And so I don't want to get you to say something bad about her that I've incited, or vice versa. So let the record show that I am not trying to start it.
I do want to say to you that I feel like it was very distasteful of you.
Okay.
To bring up my personal life to Kim.
Now, what did I say? Spragaban?
Whoever you brought up, I think that was really distasteful.
But
I don't think that was appropriate.
But it's almost common knowledge now that you're with Spraga.
But that's not any of her business. Worry about who she should worry about who she's with.
Who is she with? Do you know?
Who knows?
Oh, okay. Because I heard a female newscaster in L.A. and I asked her, but she said no.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
I don't know.
I rattled off a list, and she said no to everybody.
My personal life is personal, and I felt like that was very out of line for her, to even mention.
Well, it wasn't her, it was me. I'm sorry. But I do it again, but I'm sorry.
Ad-libbers in the background, whoever it was.
Yeah, no, it was me. I take I take the blame. All right, look, Foxy Brown is here, and I am definitely feeling her vibe. I've got tons of other questions to ask her, a whole page full. What is it, 2 hours? Well, we got another hour anyway before the show is over, so we will definitely be talking more with Foxy Brown. Everybody keep it here, because, this is the station where it's on and popping. Hello, 107.5 WBLS, song number 2. All right, this is what I'm going to ask her, everybody. I'm about to ask her about Jay-Z, all right? So, press tape. All right, here she comes. And 3, and 2, and 1. Foxy! We were just talking about everything else but you. All right. Foxy.
Yeah.
It was about maybe 7 years ago. You'd probably remember better than I, the beginning of your career. A place called the Culture Club in Queens. On stage, Foxy Brown, Jay-Z, performing Ain't No Nuh. Wendy Williams, the host of the show. Jay-Z, still performing Free. Jay-Z and Dame Dash standing in the corner of the stage being nervous as a young Foxy Brown of 16 years old takes the stage and rips it. They were nervous to make sure their little sister did right. And then a drunken Wendy brought on Jay-Z and Foxy to perform Ain't No Nuh for the very first time. You tore it down. The video was made, and therein lies the history.
Right.
What happened? What happened?
I'm at a loss for words on that one because he and I...
Turn her up.
Jane... Okay,
I'm sorry. Everybody's listening to you.
I need to talk louder. Oh, okay, no problem. Like I said, I'm at a loss for words when it comes to that because he and I have a special friendship that we had before rap.
Yes.
Everyone knows.
And sexual.
Wendy.
Okay. Everybody. All right, come on.
Wendy.
I'm pointing like Gina and Martin. Okay. All right, go ahead.
But he and I had, we have, I will still, not had, we have a special friendship that we will always have. And I'm sure if you interview Jay, he'll say the same about me.
Okay, turn her up some more. The people in Staten Island are having a hard time hearing. It's through the roof. Well, she's talking emotionally now. Look, don't talk any louder. We like the emotional Foxy.
No,
Then turn the background music down.
Turn the background music down a little bit.
Let me ask you about your special relationship with him.
Yeah.
Were you ever able to make, you know what a pop call is? Before you don't even call somebody, you just pop by their house. Were you able to pop call his house?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
No, that's special.
Right.
Because you come pop calling at my house, you better be taking off your panties.
It's Sean and Inga when it comes to that. We don't even. Yeah. So I think we respect each other's career enough to say we do our own thing now.
Yeah.
But he's bananas and he got 5 mics. So Hove.
Okay.
They don't want it with you, baby.
Okay.
He's bananas.
But why? But he didn't return your calls to executive produce or do a track on your new CD?
I mean, well, no, the CD is out now, and the CD is incredible. So thanks to Gav.
He won't return your calls for your next CD.
Well, how do I know? I'm back in the studio.
Okay, who has a better chance of getting a smile from Foxy Brown, Lil Kim or Jay-Z? Like, you know.
How dare you even compare the two?
Okay, all right. Well, I just wanted to see how deep in the...
Can we disassociate ourselves from Lil Kim?
Okay, I just wanted to...
a moment, please.
All right. Damn you.
Please, Wendy, like, honestly, because enough of the whole facade of...
Yeah.
I'm sick of this whole Foxy Kim. Like, she and I are clearly night and day. We're different.
Yeah.
Two different upbringings. What
was your upbringing?
We're totally different. I mean, personally...
Yeah.
No, see, I don't want to be too disrespectful.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Personally, I feel like we were brought up and she was dragged up. There's a difference.
Ooh.
There's a difference. There's a difference, and I'm only being honest.
Oh,
and I'm not. You know, I'm being honest.
Do you know that you share the same public relations firm as Misa Hilton Brim?
No, I didn't.
That was Kim's stylist. Actually, Misa's coming to the show on October 22nd. Have you ever gotten clothes from her?
Well, for one video, I'll be when I had the plum long color dress.
Okay.
Color dress.
Okay.
With the sides.
Who is sending you clothes now, and are you getting them free or just big discounts?
Being that I don't go anywhere, so, you know, except for videos or whatever, and I'm performing, I get them myself. I can go in the store and get them myself. You don't have to send me everything free. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't.
And when you go to the store,
right.
It's a Saturday afternoon, Foxy wants to go to Saks. How does she
see
go?
How I am.
Okay.
As always.
Is young Gavin with you?
All the time.
Young Gavin's with you. Or Anton.
Right.
And do you have sunglasses on and a hat pulled down low?
No, never that.
Okay. No. So you just go out and you greet your fans and you buy your stuff with your credit card or your cash.
What you get. No additive. At all.
In other words, no breast implants and all that other kind of stuff.
And you've asked me that, like...
Yeah, I always ask you that. You know why?
Because these are real.
Natural.
Nose, everything.
Yeah. I see. Oh my gosh, Little C's is on the phone. Now, you are my guest, and I will ask you. Would you like to talk with C's?
No.
But I think he's RSVP.
You guys had your time. Right?
Exactly. Okay. All right, look, we have to take a break. There's more Foxy Brown. We're not going to talk to Little C's because this is a Foxy...
Actually, we whatever, Wendy. I mean, hey.
He might be RSVPing the rhyme battle. All right. Well, look, how about we chat with Steve behind the scenes, and if it's suitable, we'll put him on the radio.
I'm tired of talking to the other people. Like, have her call up.
Ooh.
Have her call up.
Ooh.
Like, you know.
All right, look. All right, break. We'll be back. BLS. When I started on the radio, I think our guest today, Foxy Brown, was probably about 13 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What year was it?
Well, I came to New York in '88, almost right out of college.
Well,
and
no,
by the time I got big, though, you know, with the top 88 countdown and stuff, I think that was probably 1990.
Right.
One.
Oh, wow.
So you were at home doing your homework. Your mother's a school teacher. What does she think about that Punani shot at the Manhattan Bridge?
Well, like I've always said, she doesn't condone everything, but she supports.
Did she scream at you?
She screamed a lot. She said, I thought you said you were going to be fully clothed. Fully clothed.
You're Trini. Does she have an accent?
Yeah, slightly. My father is, you can't even understand her.
Okay.
But my mother, you can understand her.
When your
She's been here longer.
When she screams at you, does the accent kick in? You know what I'm saying?
And Gavin's accent, too.
Do you and your mother fight like girlfriends, or do you fight like mother and daughter?
No, we fight like mother and daughter. No, she definitely,
doesn't tolerate
definite distinction. She doesn't. I'm the only girl, too, so it's hard. And
yeah, but you're Foxy Brown. A lot of mothers, Foxy, let their kids get away with stuff like that because they are stars.
No,
providing for their mothers.
Actually, anyone can tell you this story of when we were recording our shot show, about to sign our deal. I had RCTs the next morning, global study RCTs, and my mother was like, "Come home, you need to study."
What are
RCTs? Test in the morning. Global RCTs, they're tests.
Oh, okay. I'm from Jersey. We take the Iowa test.
I was taking accelerated courses. Then I was in John Dewey High School.
Okay.
And she was adamant about doing the schoolwork.
Wow.
And I was adamant about dropping this hot 16.
Yeah.
So, I did both. And
yeah. Wow.
So, like I said, I mean, she's supportive. She has a different respect and understanding now of what I do.
How much do you charge for collabos, approximately?
Well, if I tend to not do it if I don't really
Okay.
Check. If I like the record, like I did the Blue Cantrell remix.
Yes.
And I love that record.
And how
I
much
charge her too much?
How much is not too much for Foxy Brown?
Wendy.
Come on, Fox.
No, I can't tell you.
A ballpark less than 10,000, less than 5,000?
Less than 10,000 and 5,000?
Yes.
Wendy, that was 96.
Okay.
We're 2001.
Okay. So would I Shot You, would that buy you a...
I Shot You was free.
I mean, I'm sorry, not I Shot You, but the Blue Cantrell song. Would that buy you something like, would that buy you a small Benz?
Probably.
So I understand.
What do Benzes go for nowadays?
The small ones? I don't know. If it's not big, it ain't right. I'm just saying. But look.
But I love that record.
I understand you're still driving the Range, and you got the Mercedes.
Well, a different Range, because the other Range was totaled.
I was going to ask you, did insurance take care of the other Range?
Yeah.
Actually,
the Range Rover company did, because,
the brakes
was a
failed.
very devastating accident,
Yeah. And so you've been through a lot, with the drugs and things like that. You were very clamped mouth about that in Philly, but I hope that after you left the interview, you thought about what I was saying to you as you were driving away in the car. You probably heard me on the radio. I was saying that, if Foxy were to talk more and maybe do a public service announcement for something like that, there are a lot of kids, Fox, who sip on cough medicine, who take the E-pills, who sniff coke, and
this wasn't...
They huff.
And I want to address something.
Okay.
On the way here, I was listening to you.
Okay.
Someone else called and said, maybe Foxy is... No, it had nothing to do with the fame. This was totally personal life experiences that I was going through. And I was 19, 20 at the time, and I handled it the best way I knew how.
Yeah.
Everyone has their problems. Everyone, they succumb to different
Of course
issues.
They do.
And I went through mine. I'm going through mine still, and I'm handling it the best way I know how.
Are you still in therapy? Like, do you go like once a week or 3 times a week? Because our people always say no to therapy. And I
call daily
therapy.
life therapy for me. Because I'm always like, I think I have this underdog position that I would always probably have, because I always have to work that much harder than the next person.
Is there some place you go and lay on a couch, though? Therapy, $60 an hour, so on and so forth.
My mother's house.
Foxy, you know what I'm saying?
No, my mother's house. That is that is the ultimate therapy.
Do you take medicine to keep you even right now, as far as your emotions and stuff? No, not alert. Just like even, because I know you went through the thing. You never said whether you actually got cured through rehab or not, and I don't know whether you're going to say that or not today.
Right?
Would you share with us?
Well, there's certain mystique about my that I don't want to.
But see, that's the thing that I'm saying, though. Like for a lot of people, young and old, they could learn a lot from your, like this thing Mariah is going through, and the thing Nicole Carson
it's hard. It's hard, and I want people to understand that it's not like. Well, I can't speak for them, but I know personally that it's hard when you have these pressures of everyday life. I mean, it's hard. It's just unbearable at times, and people deal with it the best way they know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, even Whitney Houston, like this whole bashing Whitney thing. Maybe I'm the only one who's sitting there with the pom-poms up for her, but I'm like, you know what? I know she'll pull through.
Do you have pom-poms up for Mariah? Do you guys get along on a regular basis?
I don't know Mariah or Whitney, but I kind of can relate. I can kind of relate to Whitney's situation a lot.
Somebody said that when you were with Corrupt, Eve tried to roll up on your man. Is there any truth to that? And so you and Eve aren't cool?
I don't know her.
Okay.
I don't know not even her.
Anybody.
I don't have, and this is a true story, not just, no, I don't have any industry friends.
Hey,
never have.
Come on,
the only two that I've ever had is Nas and Jay-Z.
Yeah, and they've dropped you like hot potatoes.
No, they didn't actually.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, any time that you're not going to executive produce or at least collabo on a song with this girl who's your little sister, no, that means that there's something wrong, and it doesn't mean that the dropping went one way or the other. It's just that, like, it leaves like a bad taste in my mouth as a fan of both of you. Like, I don't know, I mean, it just does leave a bad taste in my mouth.
It's hard because it's also hard to be the only female rapper in rap history. To be the closest to two of the hottest males in rap. Jay and Nas.
So Nas interviewed last week, and he did a real good interview.
Yeah, I hear it was good.
But he didn't say anything bad about you, but he kind of skirted over the issue by saying, Foxy's cool. Well, if you were so cool, then why wasn't he on your CD? You know what I'm saying?
Well, everyone, Wendy, if I can speak for them, I would.
Why do you think that he was not on your CD?
Well, the Firm project, to me, like I told you before, I think that went sour because of I think Steve Stout had a lot to do with that. He was managing Nas at the time, and Nas had most of the power, and AZ and Cormega and myself. Yeah. You know, well, not really me, because I had Il Nana out there. Right. AZ and, you know, Cormega felt slighted, and it, you know, it was just it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. But we still have the utmost respect for each other. Like, this whole Nas and Jay thing right now is hurtful to me. So if Nas walked in the door right now, would you hug him and would you exchange 2 ways and talk about working together? I don't have a 2-way, but of course I. You know what I'm saying? Me neither, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, you don't? You know what I'm saying? No, please. I don't keep it. No, don't call me. I'm like you. I don't know anybody. Right. You know, I don't want to know anybody. Me neither. How about that? Me neither. I think people misconstrue it as being rude, but it's not being rude. It's just that I don't really have to see y'all, like, you know, outside of an award show or like. So on your next Foxy CD, do you anticipate getting this patched up and working with Nas and or Jay-Z? Yeah, well, Jay and I, that whole Bonnie and Clyde thing can't be duplicated. Yes, it can. If the two people who are involved. No, it can't be duplicated, meaning with two others. Like, what we had, the chemistry we had was you're incredible, the only one. And we both know that. So I think me, mentally, I had to get to a certain point, and I'm at a different place right now. I'm not saying that I've arrived, but I'm at a different place. But you have. Well, you've arrived, and your CD might not have gone platinum yet, but it's a baby. But you're still Foxy Brown, and you have arrived, Foxy. Thanks. I mean, considering the Nas is listening right now. Really? And you know who he is. Give him a message. Nas, call up. Okay. Okay. Now look, if he does, Nas, you don't have a... AZ too. AZ's probably listening too. Good. And what is your message to AZ? Well, I speak to A all the time. Okay, listen, if Nas, if you're listening, you know how to get in touch with the studio. I'm not going to put you on with Foxy now because it is all about her. But if she's gone, I will give you her telephone numbers to call through Gavin and get in touch. If Jay-Z is listening now, what is your message to him? Well, Jay called me and wished me a happy birthday. So I just had a birthday, so that was kind of cool. He's a millionaire. What did he send you? He should have sent you a 2-way, damn it. He doesn't have to send me things. Like, it's different. It's really different, Wendy. Like it's different. He's selling 5 million records, but when he wasn't selling 5 records, he was still my boy. Like, yeah, well, are you saying he's selling 5 million now, so he's turned his back on you? Because that's what it seems like. Okay, no, that's not the way it is. So what is your message to Jay-Z if he's listening right now? I mean, aside from thanks for the birthday call. Anybody could have done that. It probably wasn't him. You know, he sent an intern made up a statement to give to me about him. Like, he's not returning your calls, and he damn sure won't be on my show anytime soon. Wow. Like, Mr. Jigga is just saying, now you remember the Culture Club in Brooklyn. And that's all I'm saying. I was the queen of the radio then. I gave both of you your first radio interview. Besides everything, I think Jay remembers that too. And I'm the queen of the radio now. So why is it? What is your message to him? He's listening. What is your message to Jay-Z? I mean, like Gab said, it's all love. Like I said, we have a different relationship. We have a special relationship, and Jay knows. Anytime we get back on the mic together, it's everybody. Yeah, but if you don't say Jay-Z call me, then that's not going to happen. You said Nas call me. Right, because Nas and I and Jay-Z and I are there's two different friendships there. Okay, let me translate this, everybody. Can we kind of decipher? There's different. I'm gonna decipher it, and then we're gonna move on. Everybody, here's what she's saying. Nas, I love you, call up. Jay-Z, go to hell. You knew me when you were selling true. Okay. Wendy. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me get this. That's not true. Okay. That's not true. Okay. Family, exactly. Okay. That's not true, Wendy. So then I'll say the message for you. Jay-Z, call up. Like, how can I?
Dame, call up. One of y'all, call up right now.
Okay. See, you see, I had to pull that. Everybody, we'll call.
And Jay has the hottest album right now, and that's undeniable, Wendy. That's undeniable.
What, he's too busy to call his Bonnie?
Jay-Z, you got the hottest album out right now, dog.
Wendy, I may say that I think I'm like the most sarcastic person ever.
Emil is not Bonnie. You see, she dropped her off in the Bronx, broke. Hey, yo. All right, I'm just playing. Emil, hi. All right, look, it's 17 minutes after 5 o'clock. We're still in the countdown. Here's song number 1. It's Fabulous. Brooklyn. Can't deny. BGS. Number 1, BLS.
Roy Digger.
Right. Okay.
Fabulous.
We get Fab just called up, so shout out to Fab.
All right.
Holding it down.
The music's too loud. You got to pay attention to the levels over there.
Oh, is it too loud?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we have to shout out Brooklyn because Roy is Brooklyn.
Roy, ghetto president. Lee, what up?
Turn that down.
Yes.
All right, listen, today's R&B is on 107.5 WBLS, and so Foxy and I were talking behind the scenes, and Foxy was saying I was a little hypocritical.
Right.
And go ahead and explain to people why, and then I'll explain why very briefly, because I have to get back to grilling you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I personally feel like, I don't know if it's that you expect more from Foxy than you would expect from a Little Kim interview, but you would pick apart everything I say, and there was so many things that she said that was hypocritical again. Like, on one hand it was, we all need love and unity, the Twin Towers are no longer here, and then on the next hand is, I'll never get on stage with that beat, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't this clear?
So it was my job, you're saying, as the interviewer, to stop her and say, but if I stop...
And then, not to cut you off,
go ahead.
you would go into detail about my legitimate relationships, like the one that I held down for 5 years.
With Corrupt, where you were in love.
I have now, that I, and you would go and you wouldn't even pick apart the illicit.
Why were you involved with a married man?
Right, and I'm like,
why haven't you ever been in a relationship that nobody knows about? I asked her if she was a lesbian. I asked her all these things, and I told her that I feel as though little C's and Banger and all them living in the house, that might be getting in the way. You know what I'm saying? Of the Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? And so then she told me that she told me that Banger and them are moved. Banger and C's and stuff. So now she's living in her own house, and perhaps she'll work out something as far as the relationship.
And then, like I said, I think you glorified the fact. I think you kind of like the whole mistress or stripper, because I'm like, okay, I'm young, I was rude, rough, rugged, tough, okay. But I never danced on any tabletops. I wasn't a former stripper. Everything is mine, and I wasn't anyone's mistress, and yet everybody else gets glorified.
And you're younger than everyone.
And younger than everyone, really.
Okay. Foxy, you make a very good point, but I wasn't glorifying it. I would never glorify an affair with a married man, being married myself, and I would never glorify stripping, because there's not even kids to support.
I mean, people. Let me not say that, because people do what they have to do, but don't forget, bring those things up. Like, you can't have been a stripper and now you're just like this glorified rapper.
That would be like Eve or something like that. But the problem is that now that everybody knows that Eve and Trina and possibly Blue Cantrell have done this, you know what I'm saying? Really? See, you are in a cave. Cantrell. You and Spraga, you pull the blinds, you get under the covers, and you forget all about you forget all about the rest of the world going on around you. These things are all common knowledge.
Great.
That is great.
Because it feels so good to have something so sacred to you.
But I don't like to bring up things that are so common knowledge. Like, any woman who thinks that an affair with a married man is cool has got a problem. So I don't need to waste time bringing that up. But then it's common
knowledge that Jay-Z and Foxy are the Bonnie and Clyde of rap.
Oh, yeah.
Have always been, will always be. But then you would bring it up still. And insist on saying that it was more.
I did. I don't think that that's a ludicrous question to wonder if you were ever romantically involved with him. As a matter of fact, I like my rappers. I like my Bonnie and Clyde sleeping together. It makes it more interesting.
But you ask me that every time you say it.
And I must look into your non-contact, very beautiful, no makeup eyes and see if you're lying.
Thank you, Wendy.
See? Do you see a compliment in there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, all right. Now let's move on, okay?
Because Wendy's she's not free with compliments.
You look very cute today. You look cute.
Thank you,
What she got on, Wendy?
All right. thank you, Gavin.
Oh, you have to blow me up.
Oh, wait, she's got on the Prada sneakers.
No,
they're boots. They're boots.
But they're plain. You can't even tell they're Prada. That's what I like about it. They're very...
So you've cut down on the labels. Like, you like wearing designer things.
I've never been a label whore.
Okay.
Never been.
Ooh,
I've never been a label whore. I've never been. I've always liked designer things, but I've never... It doesn't have to be sprawled all over.
I got what you're saying. Okay. So, how much were they? Did you pay for them, or were they...
No, I paid for them.
Oh, how much were they?
Actually, I paid for them, and we get a little discount in Prada, which helps.
Of course. So how much were they to everybody else?
Two something. They were two something with probably our little discount.
They're cute. What kind of jeans are you wearing?
These jeans are called Paper. They're from the Village. And this is from a little store.
It's a lingerie. Is that designer?
No, it's not. Actually.
Okay, just plain. And your jewelry looks like it means more to you than it being worth more monetarily.
Right.
Which is a very mature statement.
This is Panamanian gold. It's tortoise shell.
Okay.
So it's kind of different.
And you got two chains on and the big gold hoop earrings.
I have the Star of David on, and then I have this Panamanian gold. Tortoise shell.
Okay. So what about acting for you?
My thing was really the print ads. When I did Calvin Klein and opened doors for everybody else, I thought that was a good move. And now,
but you're doing that as Foxy, so it's not even acting. It's like a regular thing.
And I think everybody everybody went to acting. Like, that was the thing to do. Whatever part it was, everybody just grabbed it.
I think
the one who did it the best was Aaliyah, because she took a role that, wasn't expected.
But Foxy, you don't need to explain. I don't find it to be anything wrong with staying in your lane. You're a rapper, and you want to be the best rapper.
No, but I'm not staying in my lane. I told you I like to print ads.
No, but that's like still staying in your lane.
Really?
Because you're not... See, when you act, you're playing Susie from Uptown in a movie with Wesley Snipes.
I'm just not... I mean, of course, people have... we've gotten roles, but that's not really my thing right now.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong...
I have to get me together.
Yes, Foxy.
Before I can even play someone else.
Yeah, we read the headlines. And there's nothing wrong with being a rapper who concentrates mostly on rapper. I'm a disc jockey, and I'm not trying to make a CV.
Right. Gavin has...
I know what I'm good at. If other people learned the same, then perhaps, we wouldn't be in this situation. I'm just saying. I know. That's why everybody's
Gavin has the on sports agency. We have Lenny Cook, who's about to go to the NBA. How about Gavin does it all? Like, I love my brother.
Yeah, I know.
You know why? Because it feels so good to have a real... this is my real family.
Right, not somebody that you're calling brother, but boning in the back room.
Right, we're all Martians.
Is that really how it's going down? I was just trying to trick you.
Hey, yo, damn it, man.
What did you say?
I slipped it in, Gavin.
I thought you were referring to someone else.
No, I'm moving.
We are all Martians. Gavin, Anton, and Inga, and it feels so good. No, honestly, Wendy.
Yes,
because if we don't sell any records, we are, and my mother still has the brownstone in Brooklyn.
Given what you've been through in the past, and we all know about that. Do you drink alcohol occasionally?
I never was a drinker, no. I never was a drinker. I never was a smoker.
Nah, she can't drink. You
just went right to pills. Don't answer. I'm just laughing at that.
Wendy, we love this.
I had an album release party for her, and I gave her a drink, and it was.
And she pulled out a pack of pills. No, take these. Box, jug. So glad you're better.
No, for real.
I'm
not getting...
No, Foxy, what's that like, though? Okay, let's just talk. Okay, now that we're talking about that. You know how they say, like, cigarettes are a gateway drug, and that if you smoke weed, then that's a gateway drug to doing... Studio audience, follow what I'm saying. You know how they say, like, weed is the gateway drug to this, and liquor is the gateway drug to that?
Right.
Inga didn't do any of that. She just goes right to pills. That's gangster.
Oh, you're the foul doctrine.
All right.
You're the foul doctrine. No, we're not glorifying anything. But Wendy, honestly, we need to really...
I know you do. It was them pills. It'll take you at least 3 more years for your system to clear out. No, Fox. Look, we're having fun with Foxy Brown, and as you know, we do a Wendy's pick of the day. Right now, we're going into the stop set, and my pick is my favorite song as pick of the day.
And fans. Is Candy?
This is a Candy.
Is this the same one the caller called up and said that we wouldn't have a video to?
Yes.
He's right. We're not having a video to the album version, but we have
a surprise.
Special surprise that I know you've been waiting for.
Okay, look.
Rockefeller Records, what up, yo?
Whoa. All right, more talk with Foxy Brown. We'll play Candy next, and we'll talk with her and find out where she and Jay-Z are going to be doing the Candy video.
No.
Okay.
Where you see Wendy's feet.
All right, we'll break and we'll be back. BLS. Whoa. Wait, what is the Ilmana signature? No additives, period. No nose, no breast, no teeth cap. No.
See is what you get.
Yeah. You are a natural girl, though. BLS, by the way, 107.5. I'm Wendy Williams. Foxy Brown's in the studio. Hey, you are a very natural girl.
Thank you. Remember I used to have that whole issue with the dark skin thing?
Yes.
And now it's...
You're so over that.
Yeah, I've gotten...
Pull up to the microphone a little bit more, Fox, because everybody's trying to hear.
Over that.
You really have.
Really, for real.
You don't have any makeup on today, it doesn't appear, except for a little lipstick. You have on no mascara or anything like that. Shout out to all the makeup girls, because I'm one of them, too. You have on...
I do have this little pimple right here.
Yeah. You usually do have a fresh pimple every time I see you. But you know what?
I'm growing.
You're growing, exactly. Do you have rough periods? Like cramps and all that? I mean, come on, let's talk. The ladies are listening. Do you have rough periods?
No, of course. Yeah, because I'm still at that age where I'm still budding.
Growing.
Budding.
Yeah. So, the only thing that you have going on with you today is the weave, and that's it.
Right.
And you have on...
take it out, it's still...
You're still cute. And you have on no nails. I mean, no ice.
Oh, no.
And natural nails.
Yeah.
Or else tips, but filed down very low.
Yeah.
All right, let me just get into some more questions. Foxy is insisting on freestyling because she says what?
If you're a hip-hop artist, how can you not? Like, this is hip-hop.
And there's no excuse for curses or anything, is there?
Come on. It's supposed to be embedded in you. Man.
All right. By the way, you are signed to Ford Modeling Agency, right?
Well, we haven't signed.
Okay.
Exactly.
Are we talking out of school? Should we shut up because we're jinxing a deal?
I'm not even really trying to sign. I'm not trying to sign right now. We're trying to do, like I said, another big clothing designer.
Okay. You're coming out with your own line is what you might be saying.
Yeah. Well, we did the Foxy Avorexes like 3 years ago.
Right.
So now every time somebody gets on my tail, I just have to go left. Like, I don't even want to do that anymore now.
J-Lo's got her line coming out in November. Do you like her? Have you met her?
No, I've never met her, but I respect her.
She's got a big deal career going on. Hey,
you know who I love, though?
Who
is my, all-time Faith Evans.
Yeah.
I really do. I respect her. I respect that she didn't join the circus when...
Yes, when everybody else did.
When the circus came to town.
Yeah. Stop
she
it.
packed
You are
up and left. No, I really admire her for that.
You know something about Faith, too? Doesn't she seem like Mother Earth?
Yes.
Kind of, sort of.
Yes.
She's lost a lot of weight recently, and I made a comment yesterday on the show, and I only meant it in the best way. At one point, she was gaining weight, and she was starting to look like the woman who sits in front of you in church. You know what I'm saying? How a couple of pounds can make, a girl look a little bit older.
No, I know what you're saying. I've fluctuated.
Yeah, no, but you've never, me, Faith, Kelly Price, there's some girls who,
yeah, but you guys are mothers.
Yeah.
That's inevitable, I think.
No, but we start out with our weight issues from first grade. Shout out to all the big girls, because there ain't nothing wrong with a big, strong girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not you, Foxy. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to worry about keeping your boobs hoisted up, because you are known for your natural ones in this industry.
They're very hoisted.
And do you know what men like about boobs? It's not so much the size. I found out men like the waist to breast ratio. You see what I'm saying? Right? If your stomach is, if your waist is tight and your boobs stick out.
How does Kevin like the whole artificial?
He's very encouraging of me.
I don't.
No, go ahead.
Because I always wanted to know that, like, how does a man, because
how does he deal with the implant type thing?
The whole, like, the hood, just like all of us.
He tears them up. And you can do that. You could do that with the implants, and the thing is, Foxy,
Wendy, I'm glad you're happy with it.
I started out, my boobs were very small, but I'm a bigger girl than you. You know what I'm saying?
But doesn't that give you, like, you don't think that's like a little bit of insecurity when you want to kind of? You don't think so?
Well, I think it's. Hold on. I think it's like making you feel as good as you possibly can feel, working on the inside and the outside. And for some of us, if we weren't blessed. You know what I'm saying? But we wanted to be blessed. Like, when my husband met me, he knew from day... Like, I hadn't gotten anything done at all, And he fell in love with me the way I was.
Right.
But he knew what I wanted to get done, and he never ball a block.
But the funny thing is that I can think back to when having... Because we always had keen features, like, in our family.
Okay, here we go with the nose.
I remember when that wasn't really... the thing, like, when people used to really, like, make fun of me because I had such
keen features.
Right. And now that's, like,
people operate to get keen features.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I encourage it, Foxy. Why should you be the only cute girl on Park Avenue? Selfish. All right, let's get back to the question, because I'm pretty good friends with Corrupt. And one more thing about that relationship, he made a statement on the radio, not even behind the scenes, that one of the reasons that you broke up is because you got romantically involved with DMX behind his back. You say what?
Bullshit.
Oh!
Sorry.
You said that on purpose.
Vinny Brown. Is that the program?
Yes, and you have to be his friend. All right.
Sorry, Vinny.
Foxy, we're going to have to throw you right out of here in a minute. Do you have any cursing in your freestyle?
No, I don't.
All right. Hey, listen, you can never let a question get you riled up like that because it makes you sound guilty.
No, that was a one word. That's guilty.
Have you ever been pregnant? I asked you that before. I forgot what you said. Besides, different audience. Have you ever been pregnant?
That's personal.
Okay.
That's too personal.
Ooh, I know the answer.
Personal.
All right, Foxy. Are you ever thinking about leaving Def Jam, who, by the way, tried to block this interview today? But I got love for your Def Jam.
Shout out to my man Michael Kaiser.
No.
Come on, man. That's my dude over there, man. I'm over there.
Okay, go ahead. Everybody, shh. Yeah.
I've tried to leave. Honestly, I've tried. Because you know, I mean, I have a lot of respect for Kevin Liles. I think he is the best president, hands down. I have a lot of respect for Kevin Liles and Jazz Young, who are up there. But a lot of the other, to me, everybody at Def Jam thinks they're a president.
They sure do.
I think
that's part of the problem. Exactly, Foxy.
And being that I'm the only female rapper, and I've probably been up to the label 3 times, like in 3 years.
Vina's signed to Def Jam, isn't she?
Who?
Okay, no, everybody be quiet.
Who's Venus?
Okay. Oh, Foxy. We're going to move on to the next.
I'm sorry. Wendy, come on.
You don't always have to answer everything.
I thought you said Venus, like Venus is Serena Williams. I'm like, what are you like? I didn't know you
said Vita. I said Vita, but
really?
Okay. Because, all right, Foxy, at what point are you able to get out of your Def Jam contract? And at what point did you...
Initially, I think I signed for 4 albums, which means I would owe them 1. Well, actually,
one more.
Because the firm they counted that as, you know.
So you've given them their 4.
I've given them their 4, but I think when I renegotiated during China's Doll.
Talk in here.
I think when I renegotiated for China's Doll, I signed for another album,
So you're given one more album, and then you're out. And you're going to Rough Rider? Wait, no, they already have a first lady, and you must go someplace where you can be the only diva in town.
Why would I go there? Why would I go backwards?
Let me suggest...
Def Jam is...
It's the best rap label to be on.
It is. It's historic.
Well, let me give you a suggestion of where you might be able to check. How about Death Row?
No.
Okay. Have you ever met Suge Knight? He's hit on you.
Wendy.
All right, just calm down. Foxy, I have asked you every question, and can I just say you've answered every question? I don't have another damn thing to ask you. So now, before we close the show, we will get into a Foxy freestyle.
Yes.
You got your headphones on?
Brooklyn freestyle.
Here we go. Everybody
okay. We know y'all could be anywhere with us right now, but y'all here with us. We running this rap. F-O-X. We running this. Yeah. Brooklyn. We running this rap. St. Mark's. The whole Il Nana fam. We running this. Check. Check it. Y'all know y'all see us in that Benz or that Rover. Fresh pair Air Ones. Louis pull over. Whole city locked. Just like I always told you. If it ain't Boogie, believe me, she a rookie. You know how Fox drop it. Dig up in they pockets. Faggot gets lost. Treat that nigga like a jump off. Know it's a classic. Fuck all y'all industry bastards. I'm thorough when I'm repping my borough, nigga. Tell me who could win. Put your money on it. I make example out of y'all don't really want it. Il Nana, I've been going through drama and I get on my knees and I thank God for my mama since a young and I've been knowing I be forever flowing. Back in the lab, back in the zone. Yes, new album, Christmas time. I had to drop that on y'all. We have a new album dropping Christmas time.
Excellent. Yes. That's good to know.
2 albums in 1 year.
And might I just say,
back in the studio,
that Foxy wrote her own rhyme. I saw her do it. I saw her freestyle. After the rhyme ran out, she filled in the rest of it. Okay? Foxy is truly the first lady of Def Jam or Death Row or whatever label you're on.
Def Jam.
Okay. All right. Well, look. Shout out to everybody at Def Jam. Thanks for not cooperating. It's okay. Foxy, you're welcome back to the studio anytime you want to be.
Thank you. I don't have a million shout-outs, but I just want to shout out the whole Brooklyn, everybody that supported it. Mommy, I know you're listening. I love you.
Thank you, Mrs. Marchand. Is that how you say your last name? Marchand, for making such an interesting daughter. Because like I always say, Mrs. Marchand, just because you have a platinum song or a #1 album or something doesn't mean that you're interesting. What makes Foxy a well-rounded star is that she not just puts it down on wax, but that she has an interesting life. All that craziness that you might not like about your daughter is what makes her interesting and one to watch. And mysterious and one to talk about. Foxy, thank you very much. Everybody, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, I want to thank you for listening to the show today.
Thank you. Please, if you don't have the Broken Silence album, please support us.
Yes, go out and get that. And look at me. I'm going to check
this platinum.
I want to check this same sheet next week, and I'm going to make the announcements on the radio exactly how much this interview has pushed you over the top.
We're not pushing our numbers up. We're gold. We're not pushing it up. We're steady.
No, I want them up. I like it.
No. We're not sitting here saying we're platinum when we're gold. So we're gold, and we want to go platinum. So please support it.
I think that was a dig.
I know you listen to T-shirt.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. JJ's up next, and I'll be back tomorrow with lots more excitement. Jadakiss is coming in on the 4Play at 4 tomorrow. Melissa is standing by to... Excuse me? Please, you can't signal me on the radio. Melissa's standing by, and she's got the... she doesn't have the traffic.
Okay.
All right, well,
can I...
Go ahead.
Thank you. Brooklyn. December 25th, Foxy Brown, new album.
New album, Foxy Brown, new album. Get scared, y'all.
We are halfway completed in this.
Gavin got 10 tracks on it. Get scared.
Wow. Somebody just whispered something in my ear. I totally didn't understand. So I'm going home, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Thank you for listening today. Love you. Bye.